The aesthetics and attractiveness of the male eye area is a complicated subject. The list of features that need to be checked is very long, and even if you have, for example, relatively low amounts of upper eyelid exposure and a positive canthal tilt, your eye area may not look ideal. To understand why, we are going to look at the base of it all, the high importance of the preorbital contour and preorbital fat, the bones that make or break your eye area. The eye area itself being one of the most important parts of the face for good looks. This video, like many others, will be split into two main parts: the importance of preorbital fat and preorbital contour and how to improve it. If you want to support the channel and get your face evaluated by me with personalized look max and advice, link will be down in the description. If you want to read more about topics like these, you can check out my blog at nearfaceracing.com. Without further ado, let's get this video started. So before we get to discussing preorbital bone contouring, let's quickly get preorbital fat out of the way first. Preorbital fat fullness is a representation of youth and plays a vital aesthetic role in the eye area. Whilst losing malar and cheek fat can improve angularity and jaw definition, loss of preorbital fat can be a deal breaker on the eye area and will certainly happen to all adults after a certain age to some extent. Males under certain body fat are usually the most affected, as we all know. Descending your body fat to a certain percentage will certainly cause an impact in preorbital fat. Aging process also plays a role here, and some people tend to lose their preorbital fat pads very early in their adult life and end up with hollow eyes without knowing the reason why. Preorbital fat is the major huge aspect Jared Leto couldn't keep in his amazing aging process. Cillian Murphy is another example of someone that suffers from a form of hypothalmus. His eyes aren't buggy because they are protruding. It's exactly the opposite. They are very deep set without fat covering surrounding. He has no preorbital fat, which explains his notorious cadaveric eyes. The preorbital contour, also called the naso-orbital contour, is the silhouette that can be traced reaching out from the cerebroorbital rim down to the alar crease of the nose, just like the example presented on screen. Like I stated earlier, upper eyelid exposure actually doesn't contribute to this phalo. Poor preorbital contour also implicates a lack of angularity in the orbital region. Here in this example, we can see the angle peaks at half of the suprarim and has a curved contour. And here we can see the angle peaks at the third quarter of the suprarim and is more linear predominant. So which makes or breaks an ideal preorbital contour: a wide frontal bone breadth, good brow ridge protuberance, alar width that ideally should be 1:1 ratio to intercanthal width, proper facial fifths, symmetrical dorsal line figure, positively tilted and thick brows, strong soft tissue ligament anchorage, tissue composition in supraorbital fat pads, craniofacial skeletal support, forward-grown skeletal nasion and glabella, positive orbital vector which have a high likelihood of not having a recessed maxilla. Here is an example of what an ideal contour looks like. So how can you improve your naso-orbital contour? Here are some options you can look into if you are curious: supraorbital fat grafting and implants, theoretical facial bone growth, facial muscle hypertrophy, Botox, rhino and septoplasty, eyebrow lift or transplant, forehead and brow bone implants. But what do you guys think about all of this? Let me know your thoughts down in the comment section. That's it for today's video. Hope you guys enjoyed it. A like and subscribe will be highly appreciated. And like usual, catch you guys in the next one.